Hello, everybody. It is Sunday evening, and the Ultimate Raw Vegan Bundle is almost gone. So, anybody who's here and comes into this talk, you want to check it out because it's really a fantastic bundle. And so, welcome. Hi, Chef Yin. Hi, Debbie. Okay, I'm going to be talking today with Raw Chef Yin. I'm really excited to speak with her. It's been a while. Talk a little bit about the Raw Vegan Bundle for this year. There's only one each year, and this one is really special. Hi, Chef Yin. How are you?
Hi, Karen. Oh, I think there's something wrong with my can you hear me?
I can hear you fine. Yeah.
Okay, because I can't hear you on my 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 ear things. It's okay.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
I can't. But let me pull this out. I think I'll just talk like this because
Okay.
if you can hear me, then that's great. I'll just use it direct. Hey.
How are you? It's been a while since we talked. Was it maybe 2 years ago? I think we had a nice talk about the bundle.
Yeah, I think so because was that the time where you wrote your book on menopause?
Yeah, I think it was 2 years
Yeah,
ago. The mini course on happy,
I,
healthy menopause.
yes. That's when we last spoke. Wow. Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't realize in 2 years. Yeah.
yeah. And I was just starting to tell people about the bundle. I know that you have a Korean barbecue mini course in there.
Yes, that's it.
Can you tell us a bit about it?
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. So, I created this because many people requested for it. So this is the title. This is the cover. Yeah.
Beautiful.
So the idea of Korean barbecue is where it's usually a very communal thing. Everybody comes together, so and then there's like loads of items to barbecue. I mean, obviously, traditionally it's meat, but I'm replacing it with mushrooms this time. And then there's always a lot of side dishes. So there's kimchi, there's salad, there's the namul and all that. And then you eat it as a wrap. They call it a sam. So you basically have your lettuce and your perilla leaves, and then you can pick and choose. So you usually have a bit of rice, you have a bit of a bit of meat, a bit of kimchi, and then a bit of salad, and you put it all together, wrap it all up, and then eat it in one bite. And then I think what they like to do is you're supposed to make it and then feed the person you love. So yeah, it's quite cool. I like that tradition. So so I decided to come out with a raw vegan version of it because I don't think I've seen any raw vegan Korean food anywhere. So yeah, that's my course. So and it's a course. So there's actually a PDF recipe booklet that they can download, and their recipes are all there. You follow step by step. And then there's also video tutorials that go with it as well because I find like I'm a visual learner, so I prefer to learn through videos rather than just reading from an ebook. So I recorded I think 14 video tutorials as well on how to make all the different components of the Korean barbecue. So
So cool. That alone, I think, is worth the price or more of this bundle because the bundle is, I think they said like
yeah,
$850 worth of recipes, over 400 recipes, and mini courses like yours, recipe mini courses. And I think there's one on pain-free living by Ellen Livingston, and yoga,
yeah,
angelic
some of the yoga.
yoga classes in there. It's like it's worth so much. It's just a great number of all of these materials that people will have, and it's so easy to download. So I'm just asking people here, just go check it out because you will really be impressed and you will definitely want it. It's new every year. Everything in it is brand new. I did a book on raw vegan food for as you get into the older years, as you get into your senior years, anti-aging and abundant energy. As you approach your older years, I wouldn't have the energy that I have without going raw vegan. I've been raw vegan now for 30
Wow.
years. In 1994, I went raw vegan and I've never looked back because it's the energy for me that has made the difference. Just feeling good all the time. And that's really key. I made mistakes at the beginning for sure, but but this lifestyle, the low fat raw vegan lifestyle, I feel like it is extremely effective. So anybody out there, most people who are listening, I don't know if you've gotten the bundle before, but you can see how impressive it is and how it can take you and transition you into a really healthy lifestyle because there's all different raw vegan
Yes.
diets.
Yeah.
And this is really the way to go, a lower fat, higher carb. And they're all very satisfying. I mean, look, Yin is doing this Korean barbecue, and then you have somebody like Lissa Maris and Nate are doing traveling raw vegan. And Chris Kendall has soups and stews. I also have like over 20 recipes in my ebook, and there's parenting ebooks with loads of recipes for kids. There's like everything that you could possibly want. Smoothies, all different kinds of smoothie bowls. Um, have you looked through them? What are some of your
Oh yeah, yeah.
favorites?
I've tried out a lot of the recipes. I made your fig sprout salad.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. The fig
Yes,
salad.
yes, I made that. That was nice because it was. I didn't need to have any. I didn't need to make a dressing, so I didn't need to like wash the blender and clean it out and all that. So that was good. I really liked that. I made a lot of Lisa Maris's recipes, including her Swedish meatballs. That was so good. And then I at
I
least
try those.
yeah, at least like 4 or 5 of her salads. I also made her chana masala, which I was so blown away because I'm high raw, so I do eat a bit of cooked food. And for chana masala, I never sat down to try and figure out how to make one. So I usually just make the cooked version. But so when I made this raw one, I was like, oh my God, it's so similar to the cooked version as well. So I really like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think because it has chickpeas, right?
Yes. Sprouted
And
cheese.
I, because you freeze them,
Yes.
um, and then thaw them
Yeah.
out and then dehydrate, right?
Uh, you don't need to
Or,
dehydrate. Just thaw them.
or you don't even dehydrate. But I think just the freezing process softens them and makes them taste more cooked.
Yes, correct, correct. Yeah. And I like the fact that you pointed out that this is a low, like all the recipes in this bundle is low fat because when I first discovered raw vegan, this was in like 10 years ago, I came from like a high fat background. It was interesting because I didn't even know that it was high fat. To me, like, this is raw food. And then I think it was only much later. I mean, I see people talk about this low fat thing, but it just didn't. I think there was a disconnect. It did not connect. So I was always eating a lot of high fat because I learned from Matthew Kenny, and they thought it was all just like loads of coconut oil, loads of cashews. Like if you make a burger, it's like one whole cup of walnuts, that kind of thing. And then I remember watching, I think Dr. Rick and Karen Dina's summit, and they were all talking about the benefits of no oil. And then I got I got the very first raw vegan bundle. That was the one that had Lisa's burger ebook. Yeah, I got that, and then I started making all those recipes, and then I realized like, oh my God, I can just make everything without any oil and way less nuts and seeds. So it's so much more easily digestible. So after that, I've just been, yeah, I just totally,
You just feel so
yeah,
much better after eating low fat. I mean, we still need some nuts and seeds,
yeah.
but I used to think we needed them in large amounts. When I first started raw vegan in 1994, I looked at everything raw as equal,
Mm,
and nuts and seeds are not equal to
yeah.
fruits and vegetables. We must eat them in smaller amounts because we can get way too much fat. And that's what was
Mm,
happening. I wasn't food combining
mm,
properly, and I was eating way too many nuts and seeds. So I had indigestion even at the beginning. However, my health problems still
yeah,
were healing. Like I had over 25 years with cystic acne, and it went away even eating those that high amount of
yeah,
nuts.
yeah. I mean,
But
the main reason I went raw vegan was also because it cleared up my eczema on my hands and my toes. And yeah, when I was eating high fat, it also just like completely cleared it up. That's why I didn't think that there was a need for doing low fat. And I really felt really good. I mean, although I did have a bit of indigestion when I ate like, the raw cakes made of like cashews and all that. But I just thought I just needed to eat like smaller amounts. But yeah, but when I went low fat, I was like, oh my god, you mean I can feel even better than
that's right.
just raw vegan? So yeah,
Yeah.
that was such a huge discovery for me.
That's why I just love the bundle. I love promoting the bundle because the goal for it is low fat and really to bring people to a healthy diet, not just a raw food diet.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people out there who are just eating very, very high fat, and they don't realize that some of the health issues that they have are from all the
Mm.
oil or just too much nuts, seeds, and avocado. Even avocado, it digests faster, like usually 2.5 hours, versus like nuts and seeds sometimes could take like up to 5 hours to
Yeah.
digest. So yeah, it's just a so much healthier lifestyle. And in this bundle, just getting all these different ebooks with information. A lot of them have information, some of them have recipes. There's talks about healing, different health challenges. There's books like Matt Bennett's book. I really love his book on barnyard friends for kids. It's really, really
Yes.
cute, and kids will love that book. Yeah. I started out with my children's book, Creating Healthy Children, is my main book. That came out in 2010 and has been through 3 printings. And that I had in the first bundle. And and then I had also a family recipe book in I think it was in the second bundle, and then my ebook about preventing and healing autism in the third
Uh,
bundle. So I was very child focused, and now I've been doing books on going into peri and post menopause and how great raw food works for that, because it really does. I've had a really pretty uneventful menopause, which I'm grateful to the way that I live. I think it definitely benefits all of us.
so I'm curious, like, when they talk about menopause, it's like how long is the period? Like, yeah,
Um, I mean, some women tell me that they already are going through menopause, like even in their late
right,
40s.
yeah,
I started going through menopause in my mid 50s.
okay,
So like around
okay.
54 was when I did. And, you know, everybody was telling me, oh, just wait. You're going to have hot flashes all the time. You're going to have fat around your middle because it's just that's what you can expect, that visceral fat around the middle. You're going to have other things. You'll probably just be tired all the time. Your energy will be much lower. Like none of those things have happened
Mm.
to me. In fact, I feel like as the years go on, I think I probably have more energy. I do so many things that I love that are my life passions, and I wouldn't be able to do them if I was eating all cooked foods. I even see sometimes if I don't sleep well one night, that I still function well, and that's because of the way I eat. it's because my digestion is really good. I mean, of course, I aim for
Mm,
good sleep.
mm,
I do want to get to sleep at a decent time, certainly well before midnight. And I want to get up at a decent hour. Don't want to be sleeping all day. Like many years ago, I was a night owl and I just loved to stay up late and write my
uh,
books. And I didn't realize that staying up really late, like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, even 1 o'clock in the morning, it just throws off our
mm,
whole rhythm. So I changed that whole thing. And I aim to really get to bed at 10, 11 the latest.
mm.
And I feel a lot better. But like what I was saying, even if I don't sleep in one evening, I don't sleep well, I still function well. Whereas when I was eating all cooked food, I couldn't function. Like if I missed a night of sleep, I could not function.
Yeah, I know what you mean because sometimes when I'm traveling or like when I'm out, like because like I said, I have been going to the hospital for my physio and all that. So sometimes I don't have time to make food. So I actually, yeah, so I eat out and then I'll be like, I'm so sleepy and I'm so tired. I'm so sluggish. It's so hard to do my physiotherapy exercises. So
Yeah. How is your hand
uh
doing?
it's I think it's recovering. I haven't had much pain the past 3 days, so that's good. Yeah, and then I'm going in tomorrow again to see my occupational therapist. I think the first week I had very good recovery. But then I think the last time when I saw her, she said like certain things are not progressing, so she's giving me more exercises to do, more painful exercises to do. Um, I spoke with Alana yesterday, and Alana says like she thinks I'm like pretty much doing, all the right things in terms of lifestyle. I'm getting like 1 pound of greens a day to get all my minerals in. Um,
Wonderful.
yeah, I'm
Wonderful.
making sure I'm getting enough sleep. I'm going to the park at least 3 times a week and doing grounding, connecting with nature. Actually, I'm pretty much doing the same things that I've been doing even before this. So
Yeah. You're probably going to heal very
I
quickly.
hope so.
Yeah. Because that's just what happens when you're taking good care of yourself, when you're eating healthy, when you're getting out into nature, when you're putting some of those priorities first, the body starts to take care of itself, especially with things like injuries.
Yeah, yeah. So I think it's just right now just to trust the body to heal.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Like we talk about this. I have a vegan and raw food coaching certification. Alana is in my course. She actually graduated
Oh,
about a year ago, and we talk about all of this so that people really know. When my students are going out and becoming coaches, these are like the elements of the
mm,
coaching, like high raw, if not fully raw. Not everybody wants to go fully raw, but a lot of people are becoming more and more aware of the benefits
yeah,
of high raw and going raw, getting outdoors, positive attitude. Sleep is re-energizing. I spoke to Lissa Maris the other day, and half of our
oh
conversation
yeah,
was about sleep.
I watched that live. I've been trying to catch all the lives as much as possible, so I saw that one. Yeah, that was a good one. I agree. I try to go to bed like yeah by I actually like by 9:30 I start getting ready to go to bed and then I sleep about 10:15, 10:30 at the latest. Yeah. And I find
Excellent.
what's so much better for me.
That's excellent. And what I learned also that I haven't put it into play that well, but this is one of my goals is to get out early in the day and go for a walk. Like the earlier part of the day, if you can get sunshine on your skin and, even your eyes acclimating to the sunshine, apparently, and this has been written in a couple of different sleep books, that if you do that it's great for getting to sleep at night. And so that's something that is my goal that I'm working on is getting outdoors earlier in the day. I don't always make it, but that's my
Roughly
goal.
what time would be earlier? What considered earlier in the day?
Like if you wake up at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, that's a good time to get out and go for a little walk before you start your work.
Okay, yeah, I do that. Yeah. So on the days that when we go to the park, we go out later because there's a traffic jam. But on the days that not, I usually go for like just a little walk around the neighborhood about like at 7:30. Yeah, and just to get a bit of sun as well, and just to get my morning movement in.
Yes,
I have my
yes. Just that
movement practice.
is really helpful.
But I know you do rebounding.
I love rebounding. I love rebounding. I rebound, I would say 5 times a week for like 25, 30 minutes.
Wow.
Uh, and I do lift some light weights while I'm rebounding. This week I had to take a little bit of a break for a couple of days because I think I was overdoing the weights on the rebounder. You want to do lighter weights when you're jumping, but I'm back to feeling good again. So tomorrow I will go back to lifting some weights, just light weights on the rebounder, and making sure that the movement is up and down. One time I snapped my shoulder when I was jumping up and down, but
Oh no.
going side to side. So I make sure I'm just doing up and down weight activities on the rebounder. But I have a whole routine that, like some people say, oh, but the rebounder is boring. How can you do that for so long? But actually, it's not boring to me because I have a
Oh.
routine. And so when I get on there, I know what I'm doing. Like I do arm lifts. I do a lot of those, like 100 of them. I do like 100 of these back and forth for the chest. And then I do like 200 jumping
Wow.
jacks. And then I do my weights up and down from the bottom up to like 70, and then over my head to like
Oh,
70. And then I do another 200 jumping
I
jacks.
realized, you should do a live just doing that so people can follow along. Because there are a lot of exercise videos that do that, like, yeah, you follow along or maybe like make a course or something like that.
Yeah, well, I do have it in my Happy Healthy Menopause mini course.
Ah,
I did add a section on exercise and a section within that specifically on rebounding. And I have put a couple of videos, a couple of reels up
ah,
on it. Yeah, I have gotten some good views on that. Maybe I should do more of
yeah.
those because it is really important for people to know. It's really good for the lymphatic
Yeah, because
system.
if you do it in real time on the video, then people can follow. Then people will want to watch that over and over again because they're following it every day, you see. So, yeah.
Yeah, good
What
idea. I think
what
I'll
are
do.
the weights? What's the weight of your weights that you?
When I'm jumping on the rebounder, I'm just lifting light weights. It's like 5 pounds in each hand.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's like 10 pounds, but you
Yeah.
really feel that when you're jumping. And if you're doing like 70 of those, you really feel it.
Yeah.
You really feel it. Yeah. And I've just really been upping my exercise routine lately, like rebounding 5 days a week and going for long hikes. Like I try for at least an hour to go for a hike. Not every day, but as much as I can during the week. And yoga for an hour class every week. And I just started Zumba.
Oh,
So
I think I heard you mention that in one of your lives you're doing Zumba as well. That's so much fun. Sometimes
yeah,
I they
yes,
offer
fun.
there's sometimes free Zumba sessions in the park, so I'll go join. But my coordination is so bad; they'll be like going left and I'll be going right.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes at the beginning, like I remember with yoga, I mean, it took me a while to really even get into the flow with yoga. And now, I've been doing it for so many years, it just comes easy to me. And I love it. I love it. And there's great weight bearing in yoga, like downward dog is excellent weight bearing,
Yeah.
and lots of inversion like downward dog. And we also put our legs up against a mirror for inversion. And I like to do headstands.
Wow. Yeah.
Those are really, really good too. So it's really important as we get older. Like raw food is excellent, but we need to do all these other things
Yeah,
too.
I find like because I started with raw food and then I found all the other things related to it, your health, just your mindset. And yeah, so it's a whole raw food lifestyle. It's not just a diet. Yeah, the sleep
Yeah.
as well.
Yes. And this has actually been coming up every single time I talk to somebody this week during the bundle. So I'm glad that it has been, because I used to think, oh, it's just about raw food. I don't need to worry about exercise. That's not true. We need definitely to be getting exercise, and not just once a week. Like
Mm,
every day we need to be doing
mm.
some exercise. So it helps with digestion too.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Protein.
And so, yeah, so I wanted to just talk up the bundle for a minute and just let everybody know where to get it. This is like the last day, so it's completely finished tonight at 11:59 p.m. Pacific time. So I hope you'll take a look at least at what's inside the bundle. I mean, you're getting over $850 worth of recipes and programs, mini courses. Um, Yin and I just talked about what we're offering in the bundle. So we hope that you'll go and take a look. You will be amazed by all that's in there and how it will improve your life so much, and how you'll have so many simple, low fat, delicious raw vegan recipes and mini courses and programs to take that are about raw food or exercise or yoga, which is a form of exercise as well. And you'll just really feel amazing at any age. So I would say just jump in. Um, and you can do that by going to either one of our bios. Yin's bio is Raw Chef Yin, and my bio is Super Healthy Raw. You go to one of our bios, you click on the link there, it takes you through to the page where you click on the bundle. And then you can easily download everything. Everything is downloadable, even the mini courses. So it's pretty clear and straightforward to use, and you can save those. And by the way, even if you don't have time this week, you have it available to you for 1 year. That's quite a long time. Just make sure to download them within the year. I like to do it pretty much
Yeah,
right away because
yeah.
life is busy. So I recommend downloading them
Yeah.
right away.
Oh, we
Yeah.
have one question.
But go ahead.
Bubble T9 asks, what's the difference between high raw and raw? Do you want to take that?
Yeah. So, I mean, I would say that if you are eating raw most of the day, and let's say, for example, your last meal is a huge main meal salad along with something cooked, like maybe a vegetable soup or steamed vegetables on top of your salad, or uh, some beans, like stewed beans. Like I have a rockin' Moroccan chickpea stew that I make for my family sometimes. They're not 100% raw like me. They eat a lot of raw, but they're not 100%. So I do make those things for them, and that's still healthy along with a main meal salad that will also help it to digest more easily. And then, eating raw throughout the day is going to give you an abundance of energy, especially the fruit, having an abundance of fruit with all its glucose to give you energy. And I just put up a video on my YouTube channel that you might want to check out, because a lot of people still think that fruit causes
Oh
diabetes.
no.
And
Yeah.
I still get questions like, oh, Karen, too much fruit, too much fruit.
Yeah.
And I just tell you that fruit gives you energy, and it's not the fruit that causes diabetes. It's really fat. When people are eating too much fat, and fat is clogging the bloodstream so that the glucose cannot get into the cells, the glucose from the fruit cannot enter the cells, that is when diabetes happens. That creates insulin resistance. I just put a YouTube video up on my YouTube channel at Feel Fabulous with Food about a client I worked with. She has diabetes. Her son has diabetes. And they recently transitioned with me along to a low fat, high carb, raw vegan lifestyle. And it's incredible what's happening. Her son with type 1 diabetes, like the pancreas usually shuts down and doesn't produce insulin anymore. Well, the doctor is like in shock and said his pancreas is now producing insulin. So, like, this is pretty amazing. They're giving him less and less and less insulin. And the mom also is eating fruit where she wasn't eating much fruit before, and now she's eating an abundance of fruit and vegetables as well. And her need for insulin, well, actually, she's not even taking extra insulin, but her numbers are all lining up. Um, they're going to, her A1C marker is going down. And it's very exciting when this happens. So, check into a low fat, raw vegan lifestyle, especially if you are in any of these diabetes categories, whether you're pre-diabetes, diabetes 1, diabetes 2, gestational diabetes. A raw vegan lifestyle or high raw lifestyle can be really, really beneficial for healing. And I've seen a lot of type 2 diabetics completely turn around in a very short period of time.
Yeah, that's so great because some people they really don't realize that diabetes can be reversed, and I keep telling them that it's possible, So, and people are like shocked to hear that. So,
Yeah.
you're putting out that video as well, just to like let people know and educate them, and help them with it as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have to go very very soon. Maybe
Okay.
wrap up.
Yeah. What is your website?
It's rawchefyin.com.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think I'm more on Instagram and Facebook. I'm basically Raw Chef Yin on all social media channels. Whether it's Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube. Yeah, so I'm basically there. And if anyone's interested in getting in touch with me, they can just DM me on Instagram or Facebook. But yeah, I'm at rawchefyin.com as well if they want to check out my website.
rawchefyin.com. And my websites are feelfabulouswithfood.com. That's where my vegan and raw food coaching certification is. And then I also have superhealthychildren.com, raising healthy vegan families.
Cool.
Yeah. Great talking to
Hey,
you.
yeah, thanks so much for offering to do this live together. I'm glad we did. Yeah.
Then I will make you a collaborator.
Yes, please.
Uh,
Yes,
to us.
please do.
Yeah, so that we can
Yeah.
have it on our profile page. Yeah, it was wonderful talking to you. And I love seeing you do all these beautiful, beautiful recipes, vegan and raw. And they look all so delicious. I definitely plan on trying a number
Oh,
of them.
we're actually going to the US in like end July, August, but I'm not sure whether I'll be anywhere near you. But I'll message you to find out.
Message me. Message me. Right now, I'm in
Yeah.
Colorado. So I'm in the West, more Western United States. We actually have a raw vegan cafe in this town. It's amazing. It's not a big
Oh
town.
wow.
We have a
Robbie,
cafe, which is
Colorado.
cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you come here, I mean, there's a possibility maybe we could do something
Yeah.
together. Let me know.
Yeah. I'll let you know. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks so much.
So everybody get the bundle before 11:59 p.m. Pacific time.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone. Go check out the links in either of our bios.
Signing up.
Thanks, Herbal Tea. Herbal Tea says it's a great life. Yay.
Yay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.